People often skip Casablanca to go to Marrakech or Tangiers, thinking that Casablanca is only another big city. However, it packs so much more than the hustle and bustle of the car honks and frustrated people running around to get places. It offers historical architecture, traditional markets, a very modern lifestyle, and of course the majestic Hassan II Mosque, standing proudly as its landmark. Stay tuned and let me tell you from my perspective, a girl born in Casablanca, why you should definitely not skip it. Hassan II Mosque is Casablanca's primary landmark and nothing short of spectacular. It took 7 years to build and stood as the largest functioning mosque of Africa. Today it is the second biggest one and attracts thousands of worshippers and visitors every year. It is partially built on the seabed, following Hassan II's famous demand, "I want to build this mosque on water because God's throne is on water." Indeed, this religious experience is surrounded by breathtaking ocean views and crashing waves. The architecture was designed by Michel Pinceau, and the project cost an estimated 500 million euros, subject to a lot of controversy at the time. The walls are made of handcrafted marble, and the roof is retractable. It is a testament to the finest Moroccan design, bringing traditional craftsmanship and 10,000 workers from all around the kingdom to complete this masterpiece by hand. It is a blend of Islamic designs, modern architecture, and Moroccan artisan work such as zellige and woodwork. It is one of the only mosques in the world open to visitors, and it also has a museum to showcase the types of materials that aided its construction. And at number 2 we have the coast. So there's a bit between the mosque, down all the way the lighthouse, all the way to a shopping mall by the sea, and then further where there's a few McDonald's and cafes and bars. That's called La Corniche, and it's super lively. People go there to jog, people go there to have a stroll after work. Particular smell there where you get enveloped in it, and when you smell that, you're in Casablanca. It's a very specific smell. So that's the Corniche. It's full of activities and it's very lively. One of my favorite yoga places is actually there. It's called Om Yoga Studio, and it's really special because you have these picture windows overlooking the crashing waves, and you're just doing your meditation and looking at the crashing waves. The shopping mall as well, it's called Enfa Place. There's a dance studio there, which is very cool. And if you carry on, so then you've got Hindjab, which is sort of access to the public beach. So Hindjab, anyone can go there. So it's just this huge stretch of beach. So Casablanca is actually a really special city because it's got access to the ocean, to the sea. People even go to surf, so we've got really good waves in Morocco, so it's a big surfing spot. If you want to go to Port 13 to do your relaxing lounges, you've got access to the lounges there for a little private experience. Port 13 is my go-to. So further down, so if you carry on, then you've got the biggest mall of Africa, Morocco Mall. So that's 2 malls along this coast. Second one is Morocco Mall. It's huge. It's got all the different shops. Further, then you can go to, if you've got a car, or if you even take a taxi, you can go down to Darboza, Tamaris beaches, which are a little cleaner actually than the city beaches, and they offer a lot more beach clubs, a lot more cafes, more of a chill out vibe compared to the hustle and bustle of the city. There's also great nightlife, like the most exclusive parties are there. You've got Cabestan. Gosh, you've got all these different really nice bars, overlook the ocean, and then really nice restaurants. It's for everyone, families and adults, couples, whatever. They just flock there, and it's just a really nice vibe. My personal favorite, so after a beach day, I love La Ola, which is like a rooftop. It's like a Spanish tapas vibe, and they do live music, so you've got like a bit of a jam session. You can eat your food, have your beer, overlooking the ocean. There's also Bellerive, which is a hotel, and it's got as well a bar there, and you've just got the best sunset views over there. So really, if you go along that stretch, you can find so many options for you, whether you want to eat, drink, party, do yoga, or just walk or access the beach and swim there. It's very nice. So yeah, I do love the ocean in Casablanca. I think that's what makes it so special, this city. Bab Marrakech, which translates to Gate of Marrakech in Casablanca, is one of the few remnants of the city's old Medina walls. Dating back to the early 20th century, Bab Marrakech was part of the defensive structures to protect Casablanca's Medina. Although Casablanca grew into a modern cosmopolitan city, the Medina and Bab Marrakech have remained a true symbol of the city's Moroccan heritage and the era before French colonization. Historically, it was a gateway for travelers and merchants arriving from Marrakech and the southern regions of Morocco. The surrounding area has become a lively market, attracting both locals and tourists. So then, just after you leave Bab Marrakech and the old Medina, you walk along. It's literally like 5 minutes. So you go, it's a very interesting contrast. So you go from the old, really first Casablanca near the port to this French, very old Casablanca as well, that the French built. Come out of there and walk towards Marché Central. So that's my favorite market in Casablanca. I also hold a very personal value to it. It's the first neighborhood where I've ever lived. So I'm born in Casablanca and I grew up in that neighborhood. So the Marché Central Central Market was right in front of our flat, and every Sunday we'd go there to buy oysters. So I've grown up loving oysters, and definitely I haven't found in the world somewhere, maybe I'm exaggerating, but seriously, I've never had better oysters than at Madame Latifa's stall in Marché Central. It's so good. And from Walidia, actually. Walidia is known for the oysters in Morocco. Amazing oysters. But yeah, if you're a fan of oysters and any seafood, go to the Central Market. Also, be aware, everyone's gonna come at you to say like, come, have lunch, have lunch. You will get that, but it's very cool. So the concept is you go to the fish market, you choose your fish, and then all around the market, there are stalls where people grill your fish that you've just bought in the market, and market in the center, and all around it you've got this beautiful square, and you've got some vintage shops there and some other stores, and then outside of it you've got this big majestic avenue called Boulevard Mohamed V, and it's lined with palm trees. There's a tram. It's very charming. It takes you back to what the 1920s would have been like in Morocco, in Casablanca at that time. It's very rustic, very original, and there's cafes lining that road. There's also a very old cinema down there if you want to really go back in time, and it's all there. It's like old France, but in Casablanca. It's very interesting. Located just a 10-minute walk away, the French Art Deco theme continues in Mer Sultan, a historical district developed primarily during the French Protectorate. It reflects a mix of Art Deco, Mauresque, and modernist architectural styles. It was also recently named the world's second coolest neighborhood by Time Out magazine, marking it as the top destination in Africa for creativity and culture. Mer Sultan has become a hub for artists, filmmakers, and cultural enthusiasts. The area maintains an authentic, vibrant atmosphere, with highlights including local bookstores, street art, and terrace cafes. A day in Mer Sultan can include a visit to the cultural landmarks, like the old apartment of Moroccan musician Abdelwaheb Doukali, at the top of a building called 17 Étages, which has the best views of Casablanca. Atomic Bar is my personal favorite. It's a bar full of charm and authenticity, which kept its old-school flair. Just off of Mer Sultan, you can find Habbous Market near the Royal Palace, which was designed to blend Moroccan style with French urban planning. Habbous Market is famous for its variety of artisan goods, including traditional Moroccan items like pottery, carpets, brassware, leather goods, and textiles. The market is also known for its spice shops and bakeries, especially those offering the traditional Moroccan pastry Ka'b el-Ghzal. Let's talk about the modern side of things. So where it's at the center of Casablanca. We have twin towers called Twin Center, and that's in a neighborhood called Ma'arif. So that is the heart of Casablanca, where you literally find anything you want. And right next to Ma'arif is another area which is very central. It's called Gautier. And Gautier is my personal favorite for restaurants and cafes. So I've got my favorite cafe there called Bondi Cafe. Great if you're a digital nomad, if you want to go there. They do excellent coffee, really good internet. And on the same road, one of my favorite restaurants, it's actually a vegan restaurant, but I love it. It's called Nia. And that one is so cozy. You've got a little bookshelf and a cozy little sofa and a cat as well, a resident cat. And the food is excellent. It's farm to table. It's really, really nice. So you got that. And also for the artsy and cultural scene, Gautier has the American Art Center, It does like contemporary dance shows. I actually attended one, which was really good. I attended a photographer exhibition not long ago. And yeah, all around Gaultier you've got these little hidden gems. There's an Irish pub as well. Also, if you come out at the intersection of Gaultier and Maddie, there's a few bars there. So Backstage is a very popular one amongst the locals to go for a jam session or for karaoke. Backstage is pretty cool. For the Afro community, we've got La Roca for Amapiano vibes on Thursdays, I believe. It's very cool. So many rooftops in Madif. There's a really nice hotel called Onomo Hotel, and at the top, so a very cool venue, festivals for different musical events. So yeah, I mean, the list goes on. Obviously, it's also who you go with and what kind of vibe you're into, but there's really, in the Madif and Gaultier area, something for everyone. It's very modern. It can get very busy, but you've got trams there, buses, and easy access to the ocean as well. So yeah, there you go. That's the center of Casablanca. Even though I'm from there, I'm still discovering new things, like new underground places and different expositions. I have my weekly jam sessions with my friends there at this place called Velodrome. We love to do freestyle hip-hop dance there. I love that. There's always something happening in Casablanca. It's so vibrant, and it would be really, really a shame if you skip it. And last but not least is Rick's Cafe. So okay, it's a bit of a touristy destination, but it is worth it. If you are a big fan of the movie Casablanca, which is one of my favorite films, then you should definitely visit Rick's Cafe. So they've built it like exactly like the movie set. You got the piano, you got the arches, you got people playing or bands playing almost every evening. You got a nice bar and cocktails, and you just feel again like you're from back in time. And the food is excellent. All right, the prices are not local prices, they're actually like tourist prices, but I've probably had the best steak ever there. The steak was so good if you're a lover of steak. So I know I spoke about vegan restaurants, so I think I should also mention the steak at Rick's Cafe. I could make a whole video about that steak. But anyway, so there you are. Here's my list of top things to do in Casablanca. I hope you go, and I hope you get these little gems from my perspective. I'm sure there's either Moroccans or other people from Casablanca who can add on and tell you different things about it too, and that's the beauty of it. My perspective is obviously very different, having lived in the UK for so long and just going back for holidays, but this is what's great about the city. I'm always coming back and discovering more things and making friends. And stay tuned. Let me know in the comments if you found this useful, if you want to know more, if you're planning a trip to Casablanca but you don't know, or you think it's dangerous, or you don't know where to start. Hit me up. I'm always here to talk. I love talking about my darling city, Casablanca.